So, Miami, do you have any further information about those two?
二人とも父見くんに会うためにこっちに出てきたんでしょ？全然知らないわけ？
But I was just a kid. I scratched my cheek in confusion. I really didn't remember anything. Perhaps I did play with someone like them, but my memory was hazy at best. I can remember something that only happened once. However, part of me felt guilty about the whole situation. I wish something would help me remember the past.
ま、子供の記憶なんてそんなものだろうけど。
Miami sighed and crossed her arms. She always did this when she was thinking about something.
シアちゃんのことに関してはさすがによく知らないわね。種族違うし。彼は先輩にでも聞いてみたら？同じ親族なわけだし。でもネリネ様のことだったら少しくらいなら知ってるわよ。
You have good information about the world of devils, huh? I only have a few more minutes until the break is over. I can ask the both of them.
抜かりも何も魔界のプリンセス様だもの。よほど関心がない魔族でもない限り魔界関係者なら常識よ。とはいえ私もそんなに詳しいわけじゃないけどね。向こうに住んでるわけでもないし。それでもよければ教えてあげるけど。
Yeah, please do. Mayumi was the daughter of a devil and a human. A human accidentally dropped into the world of devils before the openings, got married to the devil, and had her. That seems like a really random scenario, doesn't it? Whoops, I fell into the world of devils, woo! But they're just like, hey, that's devil woman, just like, sure. And then they had a child. Seems awfully random. When the door opened 10 years ago, she migrated to this world with the other devils. Her human side was dominant, so she couldn't use magic like the other devils. She also looked pretty close to a human. The only difference was that she was heteromatic. What I just always screw up the pronunciation. In other words, she's got two different eyes.
とりあえず外見に関しては見ての通りの一級品。性格的にもおとなしく控えめで上品。男を立てるタイプね。数えきれないくらいたくさんの貴族から求愛を受けてたらしいけど全部断ってきたんだって。まあその理由は今日明らかになったわけですか？
Don't even mention that.
照れない照れない。子供の頃はかなりの病弱でね、表にはほとんど出てきてなかったはずよ。
Really? She looks very healthy now.
うん。あの様子だと今はもう問題ないみたいね。何年か前に魔界と深海の将来を握る研究に簡単な協力をしたっていう話があったから、もしかしたらその影響なのかも。
Experiment, huh? Perhaps she might be a robot made in the experiments.
ちなみにその際に全身を機械化されたロボットなんてオチはないわよ。魔界と深海は魔法文明が発達してる分科学は遅れまくってるから。
Yeah, thank you for that information.
他にも細かい話はいくつか知ってるけど、ネリネ様について一番重要なのはやっぱりその歌声かな。
Her singing voice, does she defeat her enemies by howling like a banshee or something?
ネリネ様の顔でブイーって歌ってほしいわけ？
That'd be amusing. Like, yeah. Mayumi stared at me with a vicious look. I don't want to see that.
むしろその逆。その美しい声と旋律はまるで優雅に空を舞う妖精のごとし。いつしか天使の鐘とまで呼ばれるようになったその声は魔界の至宝とまで言われるほどなのですよ。
How can a devil be an angel?
悪魔の鐘なんて言ったらそれこそブイーだからじゃないの？とにかくそれほどまでに褒めたたえられる歌声の持ち主ってこと。音楽の時間が楽しみよね。実は私も噂だけで本物聞いたことないのですよ。
Her eyes sparkled. The angel's bell. I'd heard her singing in the park. I thought her voice was worthy of being called the angel's bell. I felt as if I was being sucked into her world just by listening to her voice. It was truly amazing. I should ask her to sing for me again. I might as well remember the melody she was singing.
とりあえず私が知ってることって言ったらこれくらいかな。あとは本人に直接聞くか、土見くんが自力で思い出すかってとこかな。
Yeah, thanks. I'll try to see if I can remember anything. We head back to the classroom. I got to think about it when he said, "How can a devil be an angel?" Well, wasn't Satan technically a fallen angel? I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest and right here. I'm not very good when it comes to religion at all. When it was like in school and all that, that was a subject that I didn't pay much attention to. So my knowledge on like some kind of religion, not so great. I'm not sure. Let me stop for a moment and winked at me.
とりあえず楓のことも忘れちゃダメよ。
Right. Final lunchtime. I leaned foolishly against my desk as I spoke.
リンくん、大丈夫ですか？
I'm pretty hurt. I appreciated Kaida for being so considerate. I really thought I was going to die today. Guys from the whole academy had gathered around the two girls during every break. They all gave me a fierce look of jealousy, hatred, and anger. If people were capable of killing someone with a curse, I would be dead so many times today. I think Miss B was being considerate when she made sure not to assign them the seats next to mine.
お昼ご飯食べられそうですか？もし厳しいようなら午後は早退させてもらった方が。
Damn Toshiba service station. I'm fine, it's my policy not to miss a meal, let's go. I urged myself to lift my body and stand up. There were two types of lunch offered at the academy, the packed lunch and the school lunch. I usually ate whatever Kaida made, joining her along with Itsuki and sometimes Mayumi to the rooftop. Hey, Itsuki. I saw him emerging from the crowd of guys surrounding the two girls. I also saw the girls following after him.
リン、シアちゃんとネリネちゃん、昼食一緒で問題ないよね。
I felt the stare of every guy in our class as soon as Itsuki belted that out. Of course they'd be looking at me with piercing stares. I guess I'll be getting this treatment no matter what I do. Why should I refuse then? I'm cool with that. The two pretty girls smiled joyfully at my reply. They hadn't done anything to wrong me. They were just rather confused about how the others were treating them. I should just accept this difficult situation. I'm glad to have the two new good-looking friends. I smiled wryly while leaving the classroom with everyone. The bright sunlight told me that summer was near. The wind blew softly, providing comfort from the heat. We sat down in a circle to eat our lunches in the beautiful weather. I tried to ignore the jealous looks coming from the other guys surrounding us.
やっとリンくんと話せます。なんかここまでの時間がすごく長く感じちゃいました。私もです。いろいろとお話ししたいこともあったんですけれど。不思議ですね。いざお話しできるようになったら、みんなどこかに飛んでいってしまいました。
Their faces were full of joy. How could I stay sane while seeing beautiful smiles like these? My heart was racing just from sitting with them.
とりあえず、シアさんとリンさんでいいですか？はい、そう呼んでいただければ。
I'll call you Nerinia. I feel awkward calling someone else by my name.
それは確かにですね。
リン、
What is it?
殴っていいかい？
No. Don't smile at me like that. It's scaring me.
でも、いいの？ 何がです？もっと盛大に「キャーリンくん会いたかった!」とか言って飛びついたりとか。七味くんに会うためなんでしょ、今回の転校。
She and Nerine looked at each other and stuck their tongues out.
本音を言うとですね、すっごくやりたかったんですけど、大勢の皆さんの前でそれをやってしまうとリン様にご迷惑がかかってしまうと思いましたので。
She turned red. These two are just unreal.
できる。自らの本心を抑えてまでも相手を立てようと尽くす女。楓、ライバルは手強いわよ。頑張らないと。あゆみちゃん。
とりあえずリン、
What is it?
殴っていいかい？天に届くほど音高く。
Definitely not. I could tell from his look that he was being serious.
お二人は幼い頃にリン君と出会ったっていうことですけど、8年前かな。お父さんの仕事の関係でこっちの世界に来てたんですけど、やっぱり退屈ね。それで逃げ出したのはいいんですけど、そのまま迷子になっちゃったんです。やっぱり本で見たからって電車を使ったのが敗因かな。駅名も何もわからなかったし。
Did you take the midnight train going anywhere?
またチャレンジャーなことを。
She was pretty brave compared to how she looked. That's not something an ordinary kid with no money would have done.
それで途方に暮れてた私をリン君が見つけてくれまして、そのまま大人の人たちに発見してもらえるまで遊んでたんです。あの時のお父さん大ざめちゃってて、もう少しで世界観戦争になるところだったんですよね。
That's not something you should say, but they should be smiling about. If the world ended for that reason, it would be due to the career's action of a child.
私もシアちゃんと同じです。お父様の付き添いでこの人間界に来て、そのままはぐれてしまって、気がついたらこの町に。そこでリン様に出会ったんです。
リン、君はいつ源氏物語計画なんて高度な技を見つけたんだい？
I don't have any techniques.
つまりは無意識にと。いかが思われます、楓さん。目の前にこんないい女がいたにもかかわらずのこの仕打ち。どう思うも何も私が何かされたわけじゃないですし。
She was confused about how to answer the question. Her face turned red for a moment, like sad for a moment. Yeah, 'cause as we know from Kai's route and Asa's route, back then, yeah.
それに8年前なら私は何も言う権利ありませんから。
8 years ago, Kaide and I had a totally different relationship. People who only knew us back then would have been surprised to see how we'd ended up. That's right, I remember something. 8 years ago it was that time.
でもこうしてリン君とお話できてやっと実感が湧きました。人間界に来たんだなって。
She looked happy. Nerene blushed at the same time.
私もです。リン様にまたお会いすることができたのだと。
8 years ago, I was in full of sad. Wait, what? I was in full of sad and painful emotions? What? I was in full of sad and painful emotions. Should be, I was full of sad and painful emotions. That's why I couldn't leave those two sad girls alone. I don't really remember what they looked like, but now I remember meeting two strange girls. It was a neighborhood park and friendly station. She and Rene's faces lit up as they heard me mutter.
思い出してくれました？思い出していただけたのですか？
They came closer to me. Not clearly enough, but vaguely.
たとえ少しでも立派な朗報です。
She held her hands in front of her chest and smiled like sunshine itself. I bet she would have jumped around if we hadn't been sitting down.
感激です。
She was also holding her hands and gazing far away as if in a world of dreams.
まあとんでもないライバルが出てきたのは確かみたいね、楓。あゆみちゃん。
実に羨ましい状況だね、リン。殴っていいかい？記憶を失うほど情熱的に。
Will you let me beat you back?
でもリン君の生活に無理に割り込むつもりはないんですよ。ねえリンちゃん。はい。リン様にはあくまで今まで通りの生活をしていただければ。
That's impossible in this, isn't it?
あとは私たちの努力によるものですし、リン様がどなたに振り向かれようと、リン様の選んだ女性ですから。
Also, what could be considered a normal life anyway?
それが私であったらいいなとは思っていますけれど。
You know, everyone has, like, things that go on in their lives, you know, that may be different to other people and all that. It's like, what would be considered normal then? Would it... I don't know, because people live their lives differently. It might even be identical, but not quite the same as other people's, you know?
さりげなくアピール。手強いわよ、楓。選ぶのはリン君ですから。
リン。
Just shut up.
とりあえずまだまだ恋人候補の身ではありますが、改めましてよろしくお願いします。まだまだふつつか者ではありますが、よろしくお願いいたします。
Well, I don't want to talk about being a fiance and all that for now, but it's nice to meet you both. Things were changing dramatically around me. I never thought I'd be dealing with the king of the gods and the king of the devils in my life. However, I was trying to accept this new reality. Can you imagine this happening to you, like, in real life? How would you react to it? I think something has just started. The doorbell rang out of nowhere. Who could it be at this hour? We were relaxing after finishing dinner. It was a little too late for Itsuki and Mayumi to be visiting. They would usually show up earlier or at least call before visiting. I'd had a long day, so I really just wanted to relax.
私出てきますね。
You know, yesterday I did no recording at all. I was like, I can't be asked, man. I woke up freaking mornings and like, I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person. I was just like, no, I wake up like in the late afternoon and then go to sleep early hours of the morning or something. But then the sleeping pattern just immediately changed and all of a sudden I'm sleeping through the night and wake throughout the day. So I was like, well, I don't feel like recording, screw it, it's been a long time, let's give Soul Silver another try. And then at like 59 hours like into the game, I was like, had a level 50 Lugia, level 50 Red Gyarados, and level 40 Arbok, and I was like, where the hell did they leave off for this game? I remember the Pokemon League in the Johto region that I hadn't gone through, and I was training the Dratini or some shit, but then I was like, no, it's too confusing, I'll have to restart the whole game from scratch. And so I did. And, yeah. But that's got nothing to do with this, but that's pretty much all I was doing yesterday. Sort of. And that's probably what I'll do once I'm done recording as well. Because I can't be asked getting any other recording done right now. Cuddy left the living room. Besides, like, Pokemon Emerald have got like maybe 25 parts recorded so far, and there's only like 3 parts that have been uploaded so far. And Persona 4, I haven't even got around to uploading, at least at this point in time when I'm recording this, and I've got like over 30 parts of that recorded. She came back in a hurry.
神王様と魔王様がお引っ越しの挨拶に。
What? That what?
よーし、まずは一杯行こうぜ、一杯。
いやあ、3杯だよしんちゃん。確か人間界では駆けつけ3杯とかいう風習があったはずだ。
お父様、それはちょっと違うのではないかと。乾杯は杯を干すと書くだっけ？それもかなり違います。
I suddenly realized the situation I was in and felt like I'd skipped about 10 pages of my story. Before I knew it, they dominated the living room and we had a party going on. So, you mean, the magic house on both sides are...
はい。神王様と魔王様だそうです。
How many times have I been shocked today? I lost my words as I felt like I'd been through an entire year's worth of surprises in a single day. My mind was going blank. I know that feeling. Occasionally, my mind is like, unless I'm talking, my mind is always thinking, and gets really annoying sometimes. But then there's times when my mind just blank out and I fail when I'm recording. It's just like, like those moments where you just have flat out brain fog moment. That's what I'm talking about. Blank mind. It's just like, shit, what was it doing? Like that. Occasionally happens and it's annoying, and now I understood how these families suddenly disappeared and how those houses were built in an instant.
いや、レリネちゃんの是非との頼みだったからね。この国のトップは協力的でいいよ。
正面から睨み合うだけで大体 OK くれるもんな。視野の頼みとあっちゃ聞かねえわけにはいかねえしな。
They say like these portals and all that opened, but is it only for Japan or is it worldwide or what? Because it's just like, oh, main focus Japan because Rin's there. Screw the rest of the world, who gives a shit? Kind of thing going on here. I didn't need to know the details about how they had made this possible. How spoiled are these daughters?
とりあえず学園でのご挨拶も済んだので、今度はお隣として改めてご挨拶に来ました。この国には引っ越しそばっていう風習があるってことだし。
もちろん私の手打ちだよ。
Since Rin is Japanese and all that, and like, can you imagine if like some country like started anything like war-wise against Japan, like in this world here, and they just like, because Rin would be like, his safety would be threatened and all that as well. Do you think like the King of the Gods and Devils there would like, join in there and then just be like, oh shit, we're backing off immediately? From scratch?
お父様は料理が大得意なんです。
Soba noodles made by the King of the Devils. Can this be real? It just doesn't sound right.
でも驚きました。まさかお隣に引っ越してきてたのが神王様と魔王様の家族だったなんて。ねえリン君。
I'm way past surprised. King of the Gods and the King of the Devils are living next door to us. Suddenly, I felt something heavy strike my back.
釣れねえじゃねえかリンドロー。これから親子の杯交わそうってのに様がねえだろ様はよ。
ショックだよ、ショックだね。いわゆる大ショックというやつだね。
Is that sound effect supposed to be their tears? If so, holy shit.
何かリンドロの家では実の親を様付けで呼ぶような風習でもあるのかい？
リンちゃん、それはいけない。これから家族にもなろうという二人がそんな呼び方をしていては絶対に真の親子になんかなれはしない。
もっと気楽にしていいんだよ。父上でも親父でもどっちか好きな方で呼んでくんな。
私のことはパパと呼んでごらん。
They were like dump trucks with broken brakes. I couldn't think of any other way to describe them. I knew I wouldn't be able to stop them with my power, but I could tell they'd be in big trouble if we left them alone. Should I try and stop them or avoid getting hit? You get no choice in this matter.
ああ、呼びにくければお父様でも構わんよ。
They're out of control. I couldn't stop or avoid them.
よーし、リンドロ飲むぞ。親子のちぎれの酒だ。
お父様。
なーに、めでたい席だよ、ネリネちゃん。野暮は言わないのが吉さ。
Irina's embarrassed face didn't even bother them.
さあ、リンちゃん。今夜は朝まで飲もうじゃないか。親子水入らずで。
じゃあお継ぎしますね、おじさま。しやちゃんまで。リンくん、どうします？
What can we do? I could tell this day would end up in the top 3 most surprising days of my life. What's worse is that it wasn't even over yet. My ordinary days were turning into extraordinary days from this point on. Goodbye, my peaceful days. Hello, my unimaginable future. I just have to suck it up. The next day.
リンくん、大丈夫ですか？
Well, I figure I'm gonna call it apart there, cause man, how long have we been recording for? This is probably longer than the usual recording sessions. Man, freaking got a headache freaking voicing throughout this whole recording, to be honest. It's like, oh. Well, anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. So, Irene, I wonder how this route will go, because Asa's route was actually pretty decent, but Kaede, your route was way too short. I'm pretty sure I must have missed something, so once we're done with all the other routes, I'll have to check, I suppose. But anyways, we'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.